How long does it take? How long does a tattoo take? What is even the process and why it takes so long? That's mostly people's question, and when they message, when they think about the price, they always think about how long is it going to take us. And we as a human sitting on this side, we always wonder exactly the same. When someone says, I would love to have this, one, we always think where is it going to go, so how big is it going to be, how much detail is going to be. When we say detail, we mean how many little lines, how many little shadings, what needle we're going to use, how, because sometimes we are working and we are working really precise, so it takes forever. Sometimes it's a big design, but we can just do this and we can shade pretty fast. So it's a big design what we can do in a shorter time, whereas you can have a small one and we're there playing around, and we have to be really careful and really neat and really cautious, and obviously it takes forever. So we think exactly the same. And then on top of all that, we always wonder how big is the person. When they say upper thigh, the person could be a giant, the person could be a small one. So when people say upper thigh, what does that even mean? How big is upper thigh? How big is my, I was gonna say bum cheek, but then, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, how big is what? How long is it gonna take? And then it doesn't help us either when people ask how big it's gonna be or how long it's gonna take. What you want to do is you want to narrow down to your specifics. You want to say, when they say palm size, even then, we have small gloves in the studio, medium sized gloves, we have large gloves. There's medium t-shirts, small t-shirts, large t-shirts, which means a small back, medium sized back, a extra large back. How, like, what are we talking? And mostly when people ask these questions, we think exactly the same on this side, wondering the same kind of things. And we are really hesitant to give you any answer because it could go purely against what you imagine. Because when you think about my forearm, you might be a small little girl, you're thinking you have a small arm, really small, and it shouldn't be that cheap. When you say forearm, I'm looking at my forearm, I'm thinking day session. I'm thinking that's going to take me the whole day to do. You might be a little creature, a little person, and you only have this little arm, and you're thinking, surely it's not going to take me the whole day. So then you're thinking, I am trying to lie to you because I'm giving information that is like outrageous. Oh my God, so expensive, so long it's going to take. But I mean, as an artist on this side, I don't really know. I can just judge what's on me. That's my arm, that's my back piece, that's my stomach. That's all I'm kind of, what are we thinking? So what you want to do, you want to always message in terms of measurements. You can say 20 centimeters, you can say 2 inches, you can say 4 inches, some inches, and then somewhere we might have some ruler and we're like, that could be 15 centimeters, that could take me from like there to there. And then we can start to visualize what it's going to take. And then we also start to think, how long is it going to take? And then when we figure out how long it's going to take, then we can tell you how long it's going to take. Obviously, when it's a small one, but it's an easy one, where it's like this, 1 hour, like we booking for 1 hour bookings, but the whole tattooing time is smaller, it's less, it's easier, it's cheaper, it doesn't take that long. We'll be booking for like an hour because we need some specific slot. We can't just be not booking a slot. Like, you have to have a size of a booking, and that's the smallest we have, for example, in our studio. And then I know you will come, we're gonna size up, I'm gonna print out, I'm gonna stencil, and then stenciling process, sizing up process, making a stencil, creation of stencil, me checking your forms, you laying down, and only then I pull the first line. And then I pull the tattoo, and then we take the payments, then there's aftercare instructions if needed. I need to give the speech, I need to read out, I need to fill out some things, and then we say bye-bye, see you next time, and then I need to clean down and get the station cleaned and ready and washed, and then all that probably takes about 1 hour of my life, which means it's 1 hour booking. Make sense? And then we also need a small fraction, a lot of free time for the next person to come in, so we can get ready, we can set up, we can, you know what I mean? It's again, the whole story starts again. On average, the smaller tattoos, like palm size, hand size, they kind of fall in from 1 to 3 hours, kind of, not always. It could be a portrait, it could be a full color, it could be a certain activity that we have to do, it just takes forever. And then it's not about us as well. there's some people whose skin is just complicated. The skin is so dense, the molecules are so next to each other, they're so hard that we do our best, but nothing goes in, and if we struggle tattooing, and we as a people, we are interested for you to have easy day, but we can't give you easy day because nothing goes in. And there's been a few times where I have a day session, and end of the day session, I've kind of barely lined the whole thing because I'm like, nothing goes in. And I could swap needles, I could swap machines, I could swap all of it, and nothing really goes in because the person's skin is so condensed, is built this way that nothing goes in. And then we also have these opposites, people who have really nice skin, it goes in so good, so well, and we love those people. When it happens when somebody says you got amazing skin, it goes in too good, what also that means is the skin is so loose that your ink will go in, will like kind of blur out quite fast, which means it goes in nice, but it will blur out quite nice. Not cool, but that's what happens. Because when the skin is loose, there's little gaps between the molecules and the ink could just leak out. Make sense? But it doesn't leak out in one day. It just in time, those will leak out. Whereas the condensed people, they're really so tough, nothing goes in, but once it's in, it's staying there. Make sense? More compressed, more tucked in, no free spaces. So that's statistics that I've collected throughout all these years tattooing. But that being said, there are certain skins that really work amazing. I can get the whole booking almost half time done. Or when they're booking for a day session, I think it's going to take me the whole day, but it doesn't take me the whole day because the people's skin is just nice and it just goes in so good, and the day just flies by. And there's opposites, like I said, like I mentioned, where it just cancels all your knowledge, nothing goes in, the black doesn't go in, the shading doesn't go in, nothing goes in, and you both there looking, thinking, what do we do? Like nothing works. And you just kind of call it a day, just send those people home, they come back, you try again, and then eventually you get there, but it takes twice as long. And that is probably 1 from 100 people, 1 from 200, somewhere there, somebody turns up and you're like, huh? It doesn't go in as good. But you need, if you're an artist, you need to let them know that. Like, don't blame them that your skin's wank, your skin's shit. Just say, you know what? Your skin is something else. Like, I've tried many things, and before you blame, try different things. It could be the needle, it could be the cartridge, it could be the machine, it could be so many things. It could be the needle, it could be the ink itself, the cartridge brand, the gauge, the long tapers, small tapers, whatever that is. Hard, like it could be. When you try multiple things, then just make an announcement that you did try multiple things and it just doesn't work. And they need to see they actually try. You can't just do a little bit and you're like, your skin's not cool, go home. Because I can't tattoo you that. I've actually had, this is a crazy story. So this is kind of relevant story, but not relevant story at all. But it just popped to my head. I think I need to let you know. Yeah. So I'm tattooing in previous studio. I'm in a 4th floor. I finished my session. I walk down these stairs, and the owner comes up and he's like, "Yo, do you have 15 minutes time?" I was like, "Yeah, I do, I guess." We walk all the way down, and there's these 2 people, son and daughter, and no, son and mother. The mother had a stencil of a feather, and I think the guy pulled 2 lines and just sent it out. Like literally sent out on the street and said, "Go out." And she's like, "What? Why?" And he says, "Your skin's not working today. Your skin is shutting down. I can't pull lines in. Nothing goes in. Nothing goes well. You know what have you done? You haven't received any sugar today. It's only because you haven't received any sugar. I want you to go get some more sugar and then come back." And she said, she was just like, "The fuck?" And he says, "You know, while you go out there, I will tattoo your son because he's after you. I'll do his tattoo instead. If yours, you just go out somewhere and find some sugar, whatever." She doesn't know what to do. She goes out, gets some food, and then 15 minutes later, she receives a phone call from her son saying, "Where are you?" And she's like, "Why are you out?" And he said the same to him, saying like, "Your skin's not working. You haven't received any sugar today. Go out, get some sugar." And then they both were like, "The fuck? Like, surely that's not real." So then they both arrived to our studio, and then they walked in, spoke to the owner, and then he got me. And I went down and I was like, surely that's not real. Like, he just made it up. but they literally both had stencils still on, still readable, and 5 lines were pulled in. And it looked like this is me assuming, I don't know what the facts, but it looked like he had a really, really bad machine, like a shitty machine, some brand I can't even say out loud because I don't want to give them any names. And it looked like he was pulling lines, nothing worked, and he's like, you know what, fuck off, just go elsewhere, just get lost, just get out, nothing works, blah blah blah. I don't even know how this, actually saying that the place doesn't exist anymore, I was gonna say how they still exist, but they don't, they shut down, they're gone. And to illustrate, sometimes people just try, you're like, ah no, your skin's wank, and they blame the person, they blame the client, they fuck off, that's it. So if you probably wonder what happened to the woman, I finished hers too. I went upstairs, I set it back up because I was finished. I set it back up, finished hers too, and then the son went back to ask for the money, but we never see him afterwards. So did he finish his? No idea. What happened afterwards? No idea. I've never met these people afterwards, but I finished hers too. She was happy. She paid us as a fresh tattoo because there was only like 5 lines pulled. And it was cool. So that was that. That was long story short. So mostly what happens is when you have loads of detail, it makes it harder, so it takes longer. Sometimes when it's big, but there's less detail, it goes faster. But then when it's big and it has this specific details that just to execute them, it could take longer. Then again, there are some small ones. To execute them could be easy, or to execute them could be really complicated. We never know. We never know how it's going to be. And then also is the people's skin. Some skins take in fast, some skins don't take in fast. Some people are really moisturized, some people are not really moisturized, some people are super dry and nothing works on them. Some people bleed, some people I can't see any blood anywhere at all. And sometimes when I tattoo, they look so red, so abused, so oh my god, the skin goes in kaboom mode. And sometimes I tattoo them and it looks like it's already healed. It looks so done, so nice, so nothing, that I'm like, damn, you got nice skin, really cool. I would love to tattoo you for the whole bodysuit if I could do. And you want those people as often as possible, for example. But when people message us and they say, how long is it gonna take? We have no clue. We physically don't know. We can guess it, we can estimate it, we have approximate idea, but we never know exactly how long it's gonna take. You just can't know. There are pieces where you look and you're like, that's a day session, that's gonna take me the whole day. Then we know. When it's something so big, we're like, that's a day session, that probably could take me 2 day sessions, 4 day sessions, 5 day sessions. When you will tattoo more and more in the future, you will have some feedback of what have you done. So based on that, this could be this long. Based on that, this could be this long, based on that, based on that, based on that. When you tattoo like 13 years like I do, I have a sense of feeling quite good of how long things are gonna take. And if they take me longer, I'm like, what the fuck? How could that take me so long? I get pissed, I get annoyed because I know. And if he happens to do faster, I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I feel proud, I can do that easy, no problem. But when you first start, you will have no idea. You're like, don't know. And the problem is when you say to people how long is it going to take, they really take it seriously. They're like, yeah, but you told me it's going to take me this much. Yeah, but you take me how long? We don't know. We physically don't know. We give you estimates. We give kind of feelings. We guess it. But we're not futures. We're not Cyclops. We are not from X-Men. We can't see future. What's this guy's name? The bald guy. Charles. We're not Charles, we can't see the future, we don't know what's going to happen, we can't predict the future, we don't really have any superpowers either, we just draw black lines on people and we hope we can do a faster job, we hope it's going to be nice, we hope there'll be no blood, we hope black is going to go in nice, we hope the lines will stay, we hope the shade is going to go smooth, and we wish people have good skins, we wish people have nice skins, we wish people would drink more water, we wish people would consume liquids so they just feel more like spongy nice and we can pull the line and lines in there. Like we want that, we want people to have that. People don't want people to have that. They drink the night before, they smoke whatever, they use cocaine, they use drugs, they party all night, and then they are the ones who damage their skins. We want people to have good skins. It kind of brings me to this joke. It's only the thieves wish you prosperity. Like the thieves want you to have the watches. Thieves want you to have the money, want you to have the gold, have the cars, so they can steal it, but they want you to have the good stuff. Like they don't want you to be poor. Otherwise, what the fuck they're gonna steal? There's nothing to steal. They want you to be rich as fuck. And we, as artists, we want people to have good skins. Like we love that. We wish that to everybody. That kind of goes a little bit off the story, but it's still a part of the story. So coming back to beginning, how long is it going to take? We don't know. How long is it going to take? We estimate, kind of guess from last experiences, and we kind of assume. The more information you can give us, the better. Like how big, what size, from what location to what location. If you can send a photo of your own leg, of your own ribs, of your own body, and send, this is me, this is how I look, and I would love to have that area. We then can see like, if you're actually a little small, like, that's gonna be about this big, and then we know we can give you better estimate, and then we know how long it's gonna take. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a future video.